Right, good morning everybody. It's Friday the 22nd of May. It's end of the week, so welcome to your end of the week workout. So what have we got for you today? We've got 200 lateral deadlift jumps, and it's going to be an EMOM. The work that has to be completed is 200 lateral deadlift jumps, and every minute on the minute you have to stop and perform 5 burpees. Then you've got to carry on and try and complete your reps. So the fully loaded version of this today is called Kalsu. Okay, it's regarded as possibly one of the most intense, difficult workouts, okay, in the CrossFit world, in that it's a loaded deadlift, and every minute they have to stop and perform 5 burpees until they've completed the 100 deadlifts. Today, instead of because we're doing an unloaded version, we're going to do lateral deadlift jumps. So all we're going to do is we're going to touch the toes and then jump sideways, touch the toes, jump sideways, touch the toes, jump sideways. So those jumps are going to start to build up both on a cardiovascular base, and then stopping to perform the burpees every minute on the minute is also going to add to your cardiovascular load. So we've got to make sure that you can probably get these burpees done within about 20 seconds. So you've got about 40 seconds of deadlift jumps to do, and then about 5 burpees to do all the time. If those 5 burpees are taking too long to complete, then we're either going to scale your reps down or we're going to scale the movement down. All right, guys. And the score is your time. Okay, so how long is it going to take you to complete in total those 200 deadlifts while every minute stopping to complete your 5 burpees? Sounds awesome, hey? It's awesome for a Friday workout. All right, so let's look at the movements. So first one is going to be a lateral deadlift jump. So what I'm looking for is nice straight back. So I don't have a round back at all. Back straight, chest up, you're going to touch, and you're going to jump sideways, touch, jump sideways, touch, jump sideways. So that's your deadlift. Okay, so your first movement is deadlift, jump, deadlift, jump. If you want to do this with a PVC pipe, okay, or a broomstick, that may actually help you perform a little bit. It's just that this may start to get in the way a little bit. So you can go back straight, deadlift, jump, or deadlift, or actually just maybe you're not even with that. So it's kind of, you have to find what's comfortable for you. Otherwise, you can just do a deadlift, this side, deadlift. If this becomes too much for the shoulders, deadlift, jump to the side. And then as you're doing it, you're trying to complete as many reps in that minute that you've got, and then as the next minute starts, you've got to do your 5 burpees. So your burpees are going to be hips press back, burpee, hips press back, burpee, and you try and get those 5 burpees done as fast as you can. 3, 2, 1, next minute starts, deadlift, jump, deadlift, jump. Make sure you're not doing this with the neck. Okay, shoulders back, chin tucked in, deadlift. Scaling options with a deadlift jump. If you're not going to do the jump, you're just going to do a step. So deadlift, okay, maybe do a little jump, deadlift, little jump, or you can just do deadlift. Touch, 1, touch your toes, 2, touch your toes, 3. If that's too much for your back, if you have a low back, you should do a little jump to the side. 1, okay, whoop, jump to the side, 2, jump to the side, 3. That may be enough movement for you. That's scaling the deadlifts, and the next one is scaling the burpee. So either you're going to scale the toe. If you can get a full chest to floor burpee with the push-up, do a full chest to floor burpee. If you get to 20 seconds and you're still on 3 reps, rather stop at 3 reps and do 3 reps consistently throughout the workout. If you can do a little bit faster, or you have a shoulder issue, do kickbacks. Kickback, stand. 1, kickback, stand. 2, kickback, stand. 3, and you can do kickbacks. If you do 5 kickbacks within the 20 seconds, do that. If you're a little bit slower, do 3 kickbacks within that 20-second period. Carry on with your lateral jumps. If you feel that you're going to get the workout done under 10 minutes, you probably need to scale your movement up a little bit. It should take you between 12 to 15 minutes to complete the workout. Okay guys, that's the workout. It's going to be a lung burner. You're moving quickly, it's nice and light. Make sure the back stays safe on the hinging when you're doing that deadlifting. Make sure the back stays safe on that burpee as you go to the chest to floor, that you're not arching to the low back as you come off the floor. Keep the stomach nice and tight. And 200 reps. Stop every minute, so make sure you've got a little timer on your clock. You can always download an app. It's a butter timer, or a workout timer, and every minute go beep, beep, beep. Next minute, stop, do your burpees. Goes for 1 minute, beep, 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 stops. Next minute, you can keep on going. Do your workout, give your scores, post them online. That's the workout for today, Friday. Stick with us, we'll go through the warm-up. All right, guys, so your warm-up. If you're doing it in the morning, get outside, go for a quick bit of a run, maybe a bit of a walk. If you can do a slow walk or a fast walk, go for your half an hour run, 10 minutes, 15 minutes if you can, otherwise 5 minutes. If you're doing it inside, go up and down the stairs. If you've got a place to go up and down the stairs, skip for 5 minutes if you want to. Do jumping jacks, anything to get your heart rate up for the 5 minutes. The more you can get your heart rate up in the beginning here, the easier this workout's going to be, because it's going to warm up your cardiovascular system, and that's what's going to get burning in the workout. So nice and warm, and then we do a little bit of hip prep. We want to get that hip moving, making sure that we've got enough hinging and enough mobility and range of movement to perform those deadlift movements and those burpees. So your hip prep flow, we're going to do 4 to 5 reps, right? And the first movement, we're going to do a bit of like a Jefferson curl. Now, Jefferson curl is just a roll down, but we're looking for 1 vertebra at a time rolling down through the spine. So from there, chin's going to tuck inside. You're going to roll down, roll down, roll down, roll down, roll down, roll down. You're going to roll forward. And you're going to roll back up along the spine. 1. Then you're going to take your feet a little bit wider. Same thing, chin tucked in, roll down along the spine, roll, 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 roll. Hands onto the floor, and you're going to walk your hands out into a push-up position. You're going to hold, if you can do an inchworm at the bottom, do an inchworm, push back through the shoulders. And then walking up, stretch. Good, from there, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate my foot to one side. I'm going to come into a lunge. I'm going to drop, bring my hands up, stretch, arms up overhead, stretch. As I reach my arms up, I'm going to drop my hips down. So I'm trying to deepen the stretch. Okay, back leg is nice and straight, hip is nice and deep, stomach is nice and tight. Press up, back down, walk my hands, other side, roll my body up into my knee, press. Stretch, roll back to the middle. Okay, walk your feet back to the middle and roll back up along your spine, lower back, middle back, upper back. That's 1 rep. Okay, and we're going to do 4 reps of that. So from there, chin tucked in, roll forward, stretch, roll up along the spine, shoulders back, foot a bit wider, chin tucked in, roll forward, walk forward into a push-up position or an inchworm, knees to floor, chest to floor. Press back up, push back to the shoulders into that overhead position. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Get from there, come to a lunge. Hands onto knees. Back straight. Stretch. Roll back down. Other side. Hands onto knees. Stretch, stretch. Back down. Back to middle. Not up along the spine. 2 reps. 3 reps to go. Okay, that's going to be your hip prep. You're doing 4 to 5 reps of that. Take your time with the stretch. Get a nice long overhead stretch on that push back. Take your time on that overhead and that lunge so that this is opening up. Then we do 6 burpees. 5 6-point burpees. So 6-point burpee is toes on the floor, knees on the floor, hands on the floor, chest at the floor. Jump back. Knees to floor, chest to floor, jump up. Right. Remember with the burpees is I don't want to see those knees bending to come down. All right. So the work isn't here. Feet are a little bit wider to allow the body to come down to the floor there. Stretches in the hamstrings and the lower back. If you need to step back, do that. Knees to floor, chest to floor, step back, that's fine. But feet are nice and wide. Roll up along the spine, stretch. If you need to go faster, you're going to jump. Hands to floor, jump back, knees to floor, chest to floor. Roll back up along the spine. 1. If you're doing a kickback, roll down, kick back, kick up, roll back up along the spine. That's your kickback. And we're doing about 5 to 6 of those to warm up the burpees. It will get your heart rate going and you're warming up for the work that's coming. Then today we've got squat better project number 11 or 12, I think it is. It's not on the board. So we're going to do is we're doing descending box squats and we've got Bulgarian squats. So what we're focusing today is on a bit of strength work in the glutes and on timing in the hips. So you can find a chair for your descending box squats. The lower, the better, depending on how strong you are. The stronger you are, the deeper you can start going into your box squat. So you're going to start feet about shoulder width apart, same as you've got with a good squat position. And I'm slowly going to press back. I'm going to try and take about 20 seconds to get to the bottom of the chair. I'm going to do 20 seconds. Deep inhale, hop, press back, 2, 3. As I'm going, the whole way through, what I'm focusing on is the weight of my heels. Are my knees pressing open? Are my hips pressing backwards? Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, knees open, chest up, 8, stomach tight, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm not switching off, so I don't just collapse. Keep the back straight, touch, press. 1, 2, knees open, 3, weight through heels, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you can get something lower, try and get something lower. It's not quite low enough for me. For somebody that may be okay, I'm going to do a descending box squat, but without the weight under my hips. Press back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stomach tight. 9. Knees open. 10. Try and get as deep as I can. Drive those knees open. 1. Stomach tight. 2. Drive through the hips. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squeeze the glutes at the top, block the knees out, stomach tight. Okay, so the body's upright. I'm going to do 8 of those. Okay, so it seems like a bit much, but the point of doing that really slowly and descending it as deep as you can is to build as much awareness around your movement as possible. Okay, so don't just do it and think, this is slow, it's so boring. Okay, think about going down slowly. Are you pressing the knees open? Are you keeping the stomach tight? Are the glutes firing? Is your body upright? Is your chest up? Is this mid-thoracic? Is this working? Or are you doing this like this? Get everything to engage as much as possible. On the way up, are you driving through the heels? Are the toes down? Okay, are you pressing the hips upwards? Squeezing the glutes at the top, keeping that midline tight, shoulder blades back up and right, upright. So there's a lot going on in the squat. It's not just doing it willy-nilly without thinking about it. Okay, so that's your box squats, nice and slow. Then we do a Bulgarian squat. So a Bulgarian squat, we've done this before. You can either have your feet up onto a bench behind you, either up on the toes, but we actually find that sometimes, initially you can start like it, but we actually find that the foot eventually goes flat as well on the back there. So you're going to start. The first movement is exactly the same as a squat. It's not a knee bend going forward first. The first movement is hip pressing back. So from there, I'm going to press back, hip press back, squat, 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 in that position there, weight is here. So I'm not all the way forward into my knee here. Hips are back. Work is in the hips, press up, 1, and I've kind of got to change with my position. You may need to either move your foot forward slightly, okay, or move slightly further backwards. Put a quick cushion onto a chair if you need to, and step back, press back, press back, press back, press back. Try and get this hip nice and deep. I'm not pushing off of this leg here. There's no, the weight is resting, but I'm not pressing through this quadricep. All my work is in this front leg. Press up, press up, press up. 2. Okay, on this side. Pressing back, first thing. Hips press back, hips press back, hips press back, hips press back. This is working out. I'm not letting this knee fall inwards. This knee is pressing outwards. And I'm pushing from the hip. Press, press, press. All at the top. Again, take it slow. It's not a fast movement. Try and get as deep as you can. Drive to the heel, drive the hip to get up. We're doing 8 reps on the left, 8 reps on the right. Then we go back into your second round. We're doing 3 rounds in total. 20-second box squats, nice and slow on the way down. Or probably take you about 10 seconds to get down, 10 seconds to get up. 8 reps. And then we're doing 8 reps on the left, 8 reps on the right for those Bulgarian split squats. 3 rounds in total. That's your squat better project for the day. Okay. That will get you nice and warm, particularly the Bulgarian split squats. We're going to review the movement. So you're going to choose which scaling option you're going to use for the workout. All right, so we're going to do some lateral lunges, we're going to do some floor touches, we're going to do some lateral deadlift jumps, and a few burpees. Do maybe 1 or 2 rounds of that. That will set you up for the workout. So your lateral lunge. So first one, it's just to build mobility through the hips and into a lateral movement. So you're going to press. If you can do a lateral lunge, pressing back, 1, almost like a Cossack squat. Press, 2, press, 3. Go as deep as you're comfortable. If you want to bring your hands to the floor, you can do a bit of like a squat. Squat. Otherwise, you're going to step. Step. 1. Step. 2. Step. 3. If that's too uncomfortable, just do a backwards lunge. Just to get those legs Okay, it's probably going to work on top of those Bulgarian squats that you did. So those are going to be your lateral lunge, floor touches, touch, 1, back straight. So trying to have a round back, shoulders back, pulling into place, 2, touch, 3. If you can't go as deep as that, just go even middle of the shins. Okay, so my hands are quite on the floor, but my back is nice and straight still. If you can go deeper, take your feet a bit wider, touch there even. Okay, open up your hips, press, touch, press. Those floor touches, even if you do 200 of those, even if you don't do it with a jump, touch, press, feet wide, middle body, press. It's almost like a squat with a reach overhead. And then your lateral deadlift jump, now you're doing the whole thing. Press, 1, press, 2, or without the hands, press, 3. The higher you jump, the more effort you put into the jump, the more the legs are going to work. All right, and we're going to do 3 burpees on the floor. Step back up, and you're doing 2 rounds of that. 10 lateral lunges, 10 floor touches, 10 lateral deadlift jumps, 3 burpees, 2 rounds. That should get you ready for the workout. And you go for the workout. 200 reps. If you're doing that, if you've got dumbbells at home or a kettlebell or something, add some weight to your hands. So you're doing a deadlift movement. Right, jump to the side, even if you don't do the jump. Jump, press, jump to the side. And that's your Friday workout. Enjoy Kalsu. I'm sure you'll love her tomorrow. And we'll see you tomorrow morning, Saturday.